Okay, there was a hot minute where you couldn't hear me, and I was getting real concerned. Anyway, welcome back to House of Ashes, and to my streams. You guys are all probably going, "What the heck? This isn't the normal time that we've gotten used to for the." No, the school year has started, so we're back on school year schedule. If you guys remember what that is. Um, as far as Wednesdays go, I don't know what that's gonna look like right now, because I got a thing that happens like in the middle of the day on Wednesday. So we'll see. Wednesdays might be a shorter stream day. Um, other than that, uh, other than that, I know that Workloud and I haven't done our Destiny stream the last couple of weeks, or the last 2 weekends. Um, and I've been on hiatus entirely for the last 2 weeks. Uh, we had a lot of stuff going on in the real world, including the start of the school year, and I just really didn't have a whole lot of time for streams as to why we didn't do one. We didn't do our Destiny 2 streams. Well, one was a holiday weekend, it was Labor Day weekend. We were kind of all over the place and busy, so didn't really have the time. But, um, this weekend we just, I don't know why this weekend didn't happen, but it didn't. Uh, the thought going forward with that stream is that we're gonna do it Friday in the afternoons. Otherwise, if because of how Warcloud's job is, if we can't do it Friday, it'll we'll do it Sunday. But I'll usually let you know on the Wednesday stream if it's gonna be Friday or Sunday that week. Um, just run on the thought that it's gonna be Friday. If it's Sunday, I'll post that to the Insta, which I've also kind of taken a hiatus from. Sorry. um, let's see what else. Since we're hopping back into the school year, which means viewership is going to change a little bit, probably. Channel rules for all my channels. This includes here on Twitch, my YouTube channel, my Instagram, and any future channels related to this. Obviously, I think I don't need to say it, but no bullying. I'm not going to put up with that. There's no need for it. We're just here to chill and have a good time. So, leave all the hatred and the bullying for other places that allow that. But here is not where that needs to happen. Inappropriate comments, which could include things like drugs, sexually explicit things, anything that would not be considered safe for work. Those comments will not be tolerated. They will be removed immediately, and you could be, at minimum, facing a temporary ban, if not a permanent one. Because I'm not going to put up with that behavior in my comment section, and that behavior does tend to drive away some viewership from people like myself who are just here to hang out, have fun, and just chat with people in the comments. Casually. So let's not do that nonsense. This is probably said in my rules when you first pop in, but as a reminder, no political talk. It's not why we're here. I'm not saying there's anything, I'm not saying I'm 100% against politics and want to bury my head in sand. No. There's already so much of that going on right now. I want this to be a space where we get a break from all of that. So no politics. No religious talk either. I have a complicated history with religion, and my beliefs are my beliefs, and your beliefs are your beliefs, and we're just gonna leave it at that. We don't need to go farther than that. I will occasionally mention certain holidays that either I am celebrating or my family is celebrating. My family still does celebrate a lot of the big Christian holidays, so you'll probably hear about those a lot. But I'm gonna try to respect other holidays as much as I can too, even though I don't know much about any other holidays aside from Christian ones, because yeah. But anyway, my relationship with religion is not great. So we're just gonna keep that off of here, because again, that's not why we're here. We're not here to have in-depth discussions about religion or anything like that. The only time political or religion discussions would be okay is if it's a discussion I decide to have here on the channel at some point. Which might be a thing, might not be a thing. Who knows? Just overall being decent people. Because I am watching the chat when I stream. Do recognize that some things either, because I do have bots moderating. So, do realize I might not see comments right away or respond to them right away, but I will try to get to as many as I possibly can. If I'm not answering your question or responding to a comment that you made, there is likely a reason. Don't take it personally. But it might be but your comment or question may have been about something that I'm not comfortable opening up about. It's a little too personal for me to want to share, so biggest takeaway, none of my channels are ever going to be moderated. At least none of my Rose Warrior channels will ever be moderated. I'm doing this for fun. This is helping me deal with a lot of stressors and hardships going on in my life right now. So don't ever think I'm just in this for the money. I'm not. This is just something I'm doing to have fun. So realize if you treat me shitty, there's nothing keeping my channel here. And that I will do my best to moderate, but if it really comes down to it, I will remove my channel entirely. And circling back to this is something I just do for fun. This is something I just do for fun. I am trying to be consistent about streaming and things, but realize that anything in my personal life is going to take priority, and sometimes streams are just not going to happen because of that. So, with that said, welcome back to the House of Ashes. Before we just jump right in, let's do a recap on the Dice Decides games that we've played, who's survived, and who has bit the dust thus far. Who has survived their Night of Terror, and who has ultimately not seen another day. So, the first Dice Decides we did was Until Dawn. We're going to start off with those who did not survive. So, I'm going to move my dice tray here for a second so I can show you what I did. Boop. Boop. Okay. So, with Until Dawn, those who died were Beth in the prologue, which we know. Oh, you can't really see that. Dang it. The light's reflecting off it too well. I wonder. Okay. I'll just have to turn the light off when I do this part, so you can actually see the photos. Because the light's too bright. Anyway. I don't remember the order of how the order of everybody dying, but I know Beth was, like, right away in the prologue. You see it, we know it. Jessica also did not survive. Not a big shocker. And that one actually might have been my fault. I don't know. I'd have to look back at the video. Poor sweet Ashley did not survive. I think she was one of the casualties of the, Sam setting off the cabin at the very end. Matt did not survive. I don't remember why he did not survive, but he did not survive. I'd have to go back and watch. And Mike was another casualty of Sam just setting off the lodge. So they did not make it. They are all dead. We did the quarry. After that. And I do have an option to revisit it because it did try to save the last two that died. But it would have sent me all the way back to the beginning of the game, so we're going to save that. Anyway, our first casualty was Nick. because the dice decided that Laura was going to shoot him, if I remember correctly. And then we lost Dylan and Caitlin at the very end, and the game did want to revive them, but like I said, it would have sent us back to the beginning, and I think at that point I just wanted to get the game over with. And then we jumped into The Devil in Me. And well, it was a very bloody night. Starting with our first casualty, Sweet Marie, in the prologue. Followed closely by her husband, Jeff. And then we got into the main game, and surprisingly or unsurprisingly, Aaron was our first loss. Our ever-brave sound tech. Followed by poor Charlie Lonnet, who got burned to death. And then rounding out the deaths for that evening was our lighting, Miss Jamie. That is who has not survived their night of terror. Like I said, The Devil in Me was a very bloody night. Now on to our survivors. Oh, I almost forgot Miss Marie there. Again, starting with Until Dawn. Our 5 courageous survivors was the ever-funny Chris, Know-It-All Emily, Sam, obviously, and then the last 2 were Hannah and Josh, and a lot of you are probably going, well, why do you consider those 2 to have survived? Well, the game considers Josh to have survived. When you look back at, like, the butterfly effect, despite the fact that he is no longer human, that's why I decided to classify Hannah as surviving, because she's technically not dead. And if Josh survived, despite being, or if the game's classifying as Josh as surviving, even though he's technically not human anymore, he is Wendigo, like Hannah, then it makes sense to classify Hannah as not dead either. The only one of those siblings that's actually, like, full-on dead would be Beth. And then we'll hop into the quarry. Quarry was going really good. There's more than a few times where characters died, but the game chose to save them. In no particular order. Those who survived were Abigail, Emma, Jacob, Laura, which I'm not entirely surprised about, because she seems like she would absolutely survive that nonsense. Max, and last but not least, Ryan. And then, as I said, there was the bloody night of The devil in me, and we only had 2 people survive their night. And that was our cameraman Mark and Kate. Oh, you can't even see Kate. And Kate. They were the only ones who made it out alive. The X's. So that is where our survive and death toll is at the moment. Everybody else is still undecided, except for our main character, our prologue characters from this game. I'm not going to include them yet into the characters who have died. But let us reintroduce or introduce characters. These are everyone from okay. Alright, so our prologue characters that we have lost thus far. I don't know how to pronounce their names, so I'm not even going to bother trying to, but these 2. Bethulu, I believe is how you pronounce the one, and then Kurum is how you pronounce the other one, I think. I think! Don't quote me. Because I don't actually know. And then our 5 playable characters through the rest of the campaign that are still undecided as to their fate. Are Eric, Jason, Nicholas, Rachel, and Salim. So now I'm gonna replace my dice tray, turn the light back on, and we're going to start the journey to see who makes it through their night of horror. Here. There. There we go. This dice can go into here. Doing that for myself. There. Okay. think I am ready. We will jump in here. Just went through a lot with you guys. Alright. I did take a look at why the game was glitchy. I tried so many different things, but nothing was working. And honestly, I can't explain why. It isn't. Nothing was fixing it, so it's just... glitchy is... just what it's gonna be. We're just gonna start this bit over again. So I do apologize, it is going to be glitchy, and there really isn't anything I can do about it, because I did everything that I thought reasonable to. Jason Kolchak, First Lieutenant. Eric King, Lieutenant Colonel.
Not particularly. Welcome to Camp Slayer. You're early. Is my briefing room prepped? Techs are ready for your presentation. As soon as we get word from the CEO, we're good to go. You should read this.
The new year? There's a new king in the castle.
What's that way? You are? Careful, Clarice. It's valuable research.
Yes, sirree. Dr. Stokes, at your service.
First Lieutenant Jason Kolchak.
Wow. The briefing room?
Well, the dice have definitely made a decision.
So many dick levels. This is like a 2. Wait till he turns it up to 11.
What's up, Marine? Can't you keep up?
Rachel King, CIA Field Officer. Nick Kay, Sergeant...
This could be our last time together,
something.
Rachel. After what happened at the checkpoint, I thought I was done. These last few weeks, you've lifted me up. I don't know where I'd be without you.
Rachel King? I'll be there in 5. Fuck, it's him. He's early.
Your husband, you mean? Don't you think it's about time you came clean?
Put your clothes back on. Straighten up.
Hey, Rachel, are you gonna tell him about us or what? You and Eric have been apart for a year. Whatever you had, it's gotta be over. Come on.
We should put this on ice.
On ice? Just like that? So what, we just stop? Is that how it works?
That's exactly how it works. My husband is here. For crying out loud, Nick, how else do you think it works? From now on, we just have to keep a little distance.
Sounds like an order, ma'am. Say no more. I get it.
Shit.
Really fucked that one up.
You'll have to excuse the noise and disorder. Just getting the base shut up. Blows my mind. Only a few weeks ago, Saddam was living it up in down in candy bars while some poor bastard slipped his toenail.
Nice image.
If only you could see the state of this place now. Makes me smile. Got the CIA, got the army, the
Again, I apologize that it's glitchy. There's nothing I can do about it right now. Or at all, it seems.
See you, old man. Busting out those reps.
Hey, come join me. I'll teach you.
Later, we have company.
Yeah? This here would like to watch me get my sweat. You spot me, little lady?
See you just fine from here, thanks.
Ignore Corporal Merlin, we like social.
I guess every unit has its resident jackass.
Sergeant K. This is Lieutenant Colonel Kane. Just taking him down to the briefing room.
Yeah, gotta go get prepped.
I'll see you in there, Marine. So what's his malfunction?
Nick ain't been himself lately. We got caught up in a shooting a few weeks back. Civilian ate a bullet. Nick took it hard.
Is he combat ready?
He's a big boy, sir. He's ready. Damn, Joey, they got you sitting behind a desk? You want me to make a call?
Nah, I'm all good. People who sit behind desks don't tend to catch so many bullets, you know? So this must be the one and only satellite guy.
Lieutenant Colonel Eric King. And if I'm not mistaken, Lance Corporal, that makes me your commanding officer.
Shitting me, right? Crap, he's not shitting me.
Give the Colonel full site access.
Sir. If I were you, I wouldn't get too comfortable behind that desk.
I'm telling you, when the queen bitch finds out about this, she's gonna flip her shit.
Rachel and I, we know each other. She'll understand all's fair in love and war.
Sir?
The queen bitch you're referring to is his wife. Nice work, Hotshot.
Sir, I'm so sorry. Rachel never said she was married.
We've been working apart this last year. So, she's the queen bitch now. She's gone up in the world.
If it helps, we like to think of it as a term of endearment. Brett, let's get you shut up.
The bandwidth can cope with the data.
I'll leave the techie stuff to you.
And I'll leave the heavy lifting to you.
You got a deal, lady.
What is this place anyway? Looks like an old ballroom.
That's exactly what it is. I guess Saddam liked to get down on the dance floor.
I think if his dance partner stepped on his foot, it'd be an instant off with her head.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Maybe when we're done, I'll let you spin me around a little.
As long as you don't step on my foot.
Colonel King.
Mrs. King.
Eric, this is my team. And if you want to brief them, you clear it with me first.
All right, Dice, what are we doing? Oh, oh,
This is my
oh.
team now.
What are you talking about?
I have direct orders from CENTCOM to assume command of your task force.
Ouch.
Are you serious?
Have you known me to be any other way? Lieutenant Kolchak, if you'd be so kind.
This is from SOC Central. It confirms that Lieutenant Colonel King has assumed control of this operation.
I'm gonna need access to your network.
Who the hell are you?
This is Dr. Stokes. I've given her full clearance.
I bet you have.
Okay. Guess I'll go figure it out for myself.
Dr. Stokes, please prepare the presentation.
You found something?
Well, this has been interesting.
Fuck is that? Modern art or something?
This is footage from the highly classified Kalis program.
That's supposed to mean something to me.
It's a thermal satellite system that I personally pioneered.
Oh, I'm impressed. Please, pioneer away.
You behave like this in all your briefings, Corporal?
Boys are just eager to catch a break, sir. No harm meant.
Very well. Satellite sweeps of the war zone have uncovered what appears to be an underground storage facility. This will, of course, require further investigation, but I strongly suspect it's where Saddam's chemical weapons are hidden.
We got you, you son of a bitch.
CENTCOM has given the green light to raid the facility and seize any weapons on site. Hostilities may be over, but there are holdout groups of Republican Guard all over the country. They could deploy those weapons at any time, so we need to move fast. The Army is giving us a ride out there in their helos. On arrival, Lieutenant Kolchak will lead the raid on the facility. Once it's secured, we'll carry out a full weapons inspection. Now listen up. There's been a change of leadership, but Rachel's operational expertise and local knowledge is just as valuable as ever. She'll be flying with us, and I want you all to show her the same respect. Any questions?
What the fuck we waiting for? Ready.
That's tribal territory out there, Colonel. Make no mistake. Those people are feral. I take it we're getting their support?
Nah. Too many birds could bring them down on us. We move fast in, fast out.
Yeah, that's pretty much what your mama said to me.
Hey, careful, boy. If I didn't pull out so fast, could have been you, Poppy.
All right, that's enough, Merwin. Sir, what's your call?
Dice, what are you deciding? Oh, okay.
I'll put in a request for air support to be on standby.
Our birds can fly low under the radar. The site is in the Zagros Mountains, so we'll have plenty of ground cover.
We go dark until weapons are secured. If we don't break radio silence within 24 hours, CENTCOM will mount a rescue operation.
A lot of shit can go down in 24 hours.
I'll quit being a bitch.
I'm just saying, that's all.
This is why we went to war. This is what gets us out of bed every morning. Make no mistake, ladies and gentlemen, this is how we stop Saddam from using these weapons. Be ready in 1 hour. Dismissed. Clarice, help me set up the equipment.
I'm on it.
I don't know, man. This don't feel right. I'm getting this tingle down the back of my neck.
Oh, sweetie. Look, good rub down will sort that right out, huh?
I'm serious. I got a real bad feeling about this.
That's what you get from spending too much time with Eric.
Is there anything you can do?
I'm gonna download the latest satellite data. You can have some alone time with him.
Thank you, Clarice. I have concerns.
Well,
This team barely know each other, and you're thinking about sending them 500 clicks into bandit country. It's too soon. They're not even remotely close to being ready.
if I'm not mistaken, they're forced recon. It's their job to be ready. We don't have time to rework this. This is what's going to get us home, Rachel.
I wish you'd reconsider.
No, my decision is final. You should know, it wasn't my decision to take over your operation. It's been a long time since we last saw each other.
Eric,
Please, let me finish. Not a day went by when you weren't on my mind, when I didn't want you by my side. I've missed you so much, Rach.
this isn't about us, Eric.
I just want things to go back to the way they were.
How we left it, things weren't so great between us.
We've been through worse. A lot worse.
Look, Eric, we'll talk when we have time. But not here. Not like this.
You're still wearing your wedding ring. Hey, be careful with that.
Oh, shit, sorry. What you got in that box of tricks anyway? Fuck is that?
Ultraviolet light. We use it to sweep for explosives.
Let me have a go.
No. How much longer for that download, Clarice? I need it ASAP.
Is 5 minutes ASAP enough for you? Downloading data now.
Good. I'll check the satellite maps.
Not the greatest bandwidth.
We work with what we have.
Can you sign this 1348?
Huh?
Equipment release form. Can you?
I'm sure.
Check all equipment, then check it again.
Yeah, I hear you.
Back in HG, flashbang, low feed. Nick, you hear what I said?
IX, flashbang, sweat phosphorus. Yeah, I heard.
Good. Stay focused.
That's a map of the area. Oh, I've already looked at that.
Is this what I think it is?
WP, sir.
White phosphorus?
It's just for popping smoke, that's all.
These are only to be used for cover. Understood?
Understood.
After all, Saddam is the one who's breaking weapons conventions, not us.
What the hell do we need this crap for? We need to be mobile.
We need to be prepared. The facility is underground, possibly under construction. It's safer this way.
You want me to feel safe? Give me some more shooters.
Tell me, Corporal, are you afraid of heights?
Please. I'm Force Recon. I've trained in high altitude, low opening parachute jumps. Hostile conditions that would make most men wake up screaming for their mama.
You paint quite the picture. I hope you're more than just mouth, Marine.
Climbing gear. Fucking pencil pusher.
You think we'll bag Chemical Ali at this facility?
If he's in the vicinity, we'll get him.
That almost makes it worth the risk.
Almost.
Well, you know, I'd still rather be sitting behind a desk. If shit hits the fan, at least we can rely on air support to dig us out.
I'm sure it won't come down to that.
You seem confident.
You seem surprised.
Oh. Someone's whistling.
Download's complete.
There we go.
Let's get to the helos.
What?
What?
You want to ask me something? I can tell by that look on your face.
What do you think of him?
I take it you're talking about the skipper? He's a hard ass and he wants us to know it. But I ain't bothered by that. I like it, actually.
Guy's a corncob off his ass.
We're heading, believe me. We're gonna need someone tough and controlled.
Salim.
Zain! And a gate! Zain? كويس أوي.
قرف. زين؟ يا ربي يا زين تاني.
يا هبل.
الو، انا سليم. سليم جاركون ابو زين. ايوه رجعت. هو زين مع هو زين مع ابنك. ايوه طارق، هما مع بعض. لا كله مش كويس. لقيت الحاجات اللي سرقها وخباها طارق وزين. زين قال لي انه بطل الحاجات دي ووعدني. ايه؟ لا مش عايزين الصيع دول معانا. انا هتعامل معاه في معرفتي. انت بس قولي لي هم فين. اول ما يدخلوا من الباب تقولي لزين ابوك عارف انت عملت ايه. قولي له ابوك غضبان منك. لا اديني مش دلوقتي. كابتن بصري اهلا.
يا مناسب، لازم نتحرك على طول.
انت بتقول ايه سعادتك؟
العدو جاي يا سليم. العدو جاي علينا دلوقتي.
العدو؟ ايه يا فندم، الحرب خلصت خلاص وخسرنا.
لا ده كلام فارغ، محدش اتسلم. العدو جاي ودي ارضنا واحنا لازم نتعرض ليها.
شايفينهم؟ مطلوب تأكيد.
يلا شوف، جايين علينا. بقول لك احنا محتاجين كل راجل في مكانه لحسن طيارتهم توصل عندنا.
تمام يا فندم. هرجع البيت قريب. خلاص يا طارق، دي آخر مهمة.
I think this is where I'm gonna take